language video series. So in this video we are going to learn some input output functions. So first of all we are going to take a definition of input output functions. C language is a series of standard input output functions. Such input output functions together form a library named stdio.h, means as standard input output.h. So these library functions are classified into three broad categories. So first is console input output functions, which accept input from keyboard and produce output on the screen. The second is disk IO function, that is perform IO operation on secondary storage devices like floppy disk or hard disk. Third is port IO functions which perform IO operation on various ports like printer port, mouse ports, etc. Now we are going to start console functions. So console functions refers to the operations that occur at keyboard and the screen of your computer. Console input output functions can be further classified as formatted console input output functions and unformatted console input output functions. So we can say in this structure console input output functions, formatted functions and unformatted functions. So in formatted functions we we use only the scanf for input and printf for output. All the type of data we can use, all the type of data we insert with the help of input functions, and we print the data on a screen using the printf functions. In unformatted functions we have getch, getche and getchar for character, and in output putch and putchar, and there is no function for int and float type. And for string we have gets function to input the data and puts functions to output the data or print the data. So we are starting now printf. So printf function is used to display the output on the screen. This is a formatted functions and this one is the syntax of these functions. So we'll write printf as it is and start parenthesis and close parenthesis, and within the parenthesis we'll take two sections. We have two sections. First is control string and the second one is the argument part. So control string may contain characters that are simply printed as they are, conversion specification that begins with percent sign, and escape sequences character. Here arguments are the variable whose values are formatted and printed according to specification of the control string. For example, printf amount colon percent f backslash n and close double quotes and amt. So here amount colon percent f backslash n is a control string and amt is a argument. Now we are going to learn in detail conversion specifications. So conversion specifications are used to provide the type and size of data. Each conversion specification must begin with the percent sign. So this is the structure of conversion specification. FWS means field with specifier and FX means format specifiers. So field with specifier tells printf how many columns on the screen should be used while printing a value. For example, printf %d 1 2 3 4 5, so it will print or it will assume as the output 1 2 3 4 5 and it will create blocks. When we put up 10 is a conversion specification and d is a %10d is totally called a control string, and %10d is a conversion specification character, and 10 is a fws and d is a fx. So when we use this type of output it will create 10 boxes or 10 spaces, 10 columns can say, and print the values from right align 1 2 3 4 5. When we put 0 before the column number, that is 10d, it will fill all the 0 before the variable values or values, and print all the zero before the values, and all the blank columns. When we use a minus sign before the 10, before the specification, then it will assign the integer value from left sides. So this is a conversion specification. We can use it uh, to print the data in a proper format. Now output real numbers, so we are using 7.4 here. F for floating point format, that is 998.765. When we use 7.2F and 98, we are using 2. We are using 2 after decimal points, that is we have only 2 space, for decimal, and it will round figure up these values. And when we do not use any column numbers, so it will assume as it is, and create number of columns according to the value and print the value. Similarly we can use for strings. Now we are looking at escape sequences character. Escape sequences characters, I start with a backslash sign. So we have new line, use for transfer to the use for the control, transfer to the next line, backslash for one character back, single quote for printing single quote, carriage return, enter key, tab for horizontal tab, and alert for alerting. Now we are taking a scanf function. So scanf function allows us to read formatted data and automatically convert numeric information into integer and float. This is the syntax of scanf function. This is similar as the printf function, as usual control string, and the second part is argument list. Control string may contain in scanf the conversion specification character, that is %d, %f, %c, whatever you want to use according to your values or according to your variables. And here the num1 is a variable and num2 is a variable, and ampersand sign denotes the address of the corresponding variables. It means when this statement will execute, it will say the first value which user will insert, it will store at the num1 address, and the second value will store at num2 address. Now we are looking at unformatted console functions. So unformatted console functions cannot control the format of reading and writing the data. So character input functions, we have getch, getche, and getchar. We are going ahead. So getch function reads a character from the keyboard, only single character from the keyboard, does not echo the character. Does not echoes means here we cannot see the character which we have entered. The character on the screen returns the character password. This is the syntax, and this is the example of the getch. When this statement will execute, it will when user it will allow to a cursor, and user will input a character, then it will store the character into the ch. Similarly che, but the difference is that in this function echoes the character, means the character will show on screen. Now we are taking the get character, so it accepts the input until the carriage return is entered. Carriage return is entered means when until the enter key is pressed. And similarly we can input the character number of characters until we press the enter key, but it will accept only the first character and store to the ch. Now character output function, so we have a put ch and put chr. Both functions are used to put the character on the screen, show the character on the screen. Now we have a string input functions, that is gets is used to read a string from the keyboard. For example, we have a string type variable name, and have a 50 spaces to input the values, and we'll use gets name. It means when we input the strings, it will store the string in the name variable. Similarly puts, it is used to write its string argument to screen. For example, we are taking a variable name, and it has 50 characters, and gets name for input the data, input the string, and puts name for printing the data or printing the string. So thank you so much for watching this video.